Hey, what's going on? Xret here. Welcome to another Dragonflight Retribution Paladin update. A few days ago, Retribution got another talent repositioning and changes. So I'll be explaining the new things and how they actually may impact or affect the spec. We actually got so many talents repositioning with this update, and the new tree kinda doesn't look the previous one, mostly lower side of it. So Liadrin's Fury got removed from the last row talents, and the critical bonus effect of Avenging Wrath and the Crusade is now in the middle of the tree, making it easier to take what we had. Instead, Execution Sentence got moved to the last row and now has two better options, kinda upgrades, and one of them is the previous one, which extended its duration for each Templar's Verdict, and the new talent makes it do 50% of its damage to all enemies within its area. Ashes to Ashes is not touched, but it no longer goes to Final Reckoning. Instead, we got a new talent that is similar to Necrolord ability, but somehow a nerfed version. Once every 30 seconds, your judgment gives you the same buff as a Necrolord ability that makes your Templar do a Divine Storm with 20% increased effectiveness. The fact that you no longer have control on triggering the effect in the right time makes it so bad, but now it just increases our constant damage. So now from Virtuous Command we got Final Reckoning. It's not changed, but it's repositioned, and there's a great change they made, and that is changing positions of these two talents. PvP Reds would like to get Final Verdict, but in the previous talent tree you had to get 2 points of Vanguard Momentum to reach that, but now they're just flipped, and that means that's good news. And can you remember that we had a talent which made Consecration larger and slow enemies inside? Now there's another option which doesn't have the slow effect, but it doesn't let you get slower than 80% of your normal movement speed. And we got Inner Power nerfed. It's got 2 seconds more cooldown to trigger, and it's a single target nerf, but we got a good change right here. In previous week you had to choose between Zeal and Boundless Judgment, but now they are separate and you can take both. Both of them are good for AoE damage, and they also listen somehow and added Ringing Clarity, but it's not the actual one. There's a 25% chance on each judgment to cast another judgment with extra damage. It's not as strong as Ringing Clarity was on single target, but you can imagine having this plus the talent I just showed you with Divine Toll. If you get procs, you just see judgments getting thrown from target to target. That's great for AoE burst, I think. And Long Arm of the Law just got removed. I think that's a good change, because the bonus movement speed was that low that nobody wanted to take that talent. So anyway, two judgment talents that were here, which I complained about a lot in the previous video, in the first one, are completely removed since they were absolute garbage, and instead we got the Ringing Clarity and this new talent which increases your next Blade of Justice damage by 60% after a Holy Power Spender. And we got rid of those two useless talents here, which used to give 2% haste and critical, but instead again we got 2% mastery right here and 5% critical chance on Blade of Justice. I'm not complaining again, cause as Xret you might need extra mastery for more damage, but to be honest 2% is not just worth to spend the point on. At least 5 or 10% I assume might be good. There are a bunch of other talents that you can get that are worth 10 times more than these two. So lastly we got Calm Before the Storm buffed to 100%. This means your Divine Storm increases your Consecration damage done by 100%, but still with all the effort Red Designer is putting to fit Consecration in our rotation, still its damage is not high enough to press the button, and I think it's not worth. And I hope Consecration gets a serious baseline buff and deals damage as much as it used to do back in TBC or Wrath of the Lich King. So these were the changes that we had for the second time, and hope we get some good news and changes next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.